this. All right, let's start on our supine position. With that foam going from high to low. Just getting a little feel good on before we start our workout. And as you inhale and roll up towards the shoulder blades, as you exhale, kind of step forward a little bit and send that foam towards your middle back. Inhale up towards the shoulder blades. Exhale, roll towards the middle back. Now you can put that foam right between your shoulder blades and then do a little layback on it and get your little chiropractic adjustment. Just a little click, click. You want to make sure that you don't end up laying too far backwards over that foam. Yeah, you might try supporting your head there. Right. And it's a little abs work too, working on that foam. Now we'll go towards the low back. And just turn so you put one arm down and you're rolling that side of your low back. Just sending that foam down towards the crest of the pelvis and then up towards the rib cage, but not quite on the rib cage. You want to stay on those back muscles for those long full strokes like the massage therapist would do. Now you can stay on the same side that you're on, but go all the way up. Like I'm on my left side right now, you can go all the way from high to low. And you'll want to get active on your feet so that you step along with it as you push that foam up. Naturally, you're going to walk it backwards. And let's do that other side of the low back now. So you can turn, put the arm down lightly, and just start off right in the pocket of that low back. Doing the push-pull with the legs. And then head into that long stroke, going all the way up the side. All the way up to that shoulder blade. And great, you can finish on that side, and then let's go into just a little bit of neck care. So if you'll just put that foam underneath your head like a pillow, and then turn your head and neck from side to side just a little bit. Now when you're on one side of your neck, you can kind of nod your head so you get a little more stretch. And you want that foam going just right over the top of your occipital bone there, your skull bone. Oh man, that can feel so good. And you can go straight down the middle, tucking the chin to the chest and getting that length in the back of the neck. Try doing this with an imprint, flexing that low back. And then you can turn onto that other skull bone there. sometimes you get real pressure points right there, and you can feel how you can take care of it with the foam. And take one more big breath. We're going to push the foam out from behind you and roll the hips up and slide that foam up underneath the back crest of your pelvis. Now you want it in a specific spot. It's right on top of your tailbone or underneath your tailbone just a little bit. So you want your glute muscles in front of the foam and then the top of your pelvis in the back of the foam. Now step the legs up and hold onto your foam with your hands. There you go. You can get it adjusted there. And then try tucking the legs in, and you can hug your legs in now with your hands. Now you should feel that low back kind of flexing. Return to your breath, and you're stacking your posture so that back of the neck's real long. Just a little bit of this low back flexion is good. We don't want to do a whole lot of it. Now let's do the best hip opener here. Extend the left leg straight and forward. Arch your back so you now get into neutral or even a back extension, and stretch out that left hip. You can point out through the toes, roll out the ankles. And take one more big breath now as you float the left arm up and overhead as well. So you're stretching out the whole left side of your body. Just take care not to go into a hyperextended shape. Extension without going too far. You want that stretch more in the front of the hip than in your low back. And take one more big breath and tuck the leg and arm in. And let's switch the sides. Right leg goes out, extending out through the hip. You can arch your back some and get even more stretch there. You can roll out through the ankles, wiggle out through the toes, and then float that right arm up and overhead for that right side of your body. Full stretch. And take one more big deep breath. And on the exhale, tuck the leg in, bring the arm down, return to both legs hugging in. And then kick the legs up. Now with legs straight up to the sky, return to gripping the foam. Hold onto the foam underneath you. And do some flex point in the ankles, and then roll the ankles. And then pulse the straight legs towards you like sledgehammer. Just doing a little extra on the hammies. As you do this stretch, keep the length in the back of your neck so the chin stays tucked and the neck stays long. And then just visualize yourself just bringing that energy back into your core. It gets locked down in the feet. Flex and point those ankles and open that energy back up in those legs and ankles. 4, 3, 2, 1. And bring the legs forward and tuck them in. Now step the feet down 1, 2. And then push the foam out from underneath you. So now your calves, more specifically your Achilles, are on top of the foam. Now just roll the foam back and forth by bending the legs in and then pushing them straight. Bend in and push them straight. As you do this, try to set that imprint so the back doesn't arch off the mat. And now step the feet flat on top of the foam so you got your arches on the foam. Just roll out the bottoms of those feet now. And now let's start with our first move, rolling bridge. You got your arches on top of that foam. Exhale, scoop and imprint. Roll the hips up and then roll the hips down. We're going to tighten up that core a little bit and feel that hamstring and glutes as you roll up and roll down. And as you do this move, keep tucking the chin. Keep the back of that neck nice and long. As you imprint, roll up and exhale, roll down. Inhale, imprint, roll up and exhale, roll down. 3 more, rolling bridge. 2 more. Last rolling bridge. And roll the hips down. Push the legs straight. You got your back of your heels on the foam. And let's go into full body stretch now. Connect those arms. Going up and overhead. Adding in a bit of arching in that back. And then bring the arms forward and down to your sides. Bring your legs up. Oh, excuse me, push that foam out from underneath you so it's away from you. And then bring the legs up to tabletop. All right, we're up in tabletop. Now we'll curl your body up into your ball stretch. And on the inhale, bring your body back down. Let's go 3 times on ball stretch. Scoop, flex, and curl up towards those legs. Bring the head, neck, and shoulders back down. 1 more time. Curl it up. And stay up there. We got single leg stretch, the abs move. Now we're going to scoop and curl. Scoop and switch. Scoop and switch. And we're trying to center those legs so they don't splay out on you. But keep them in the center. Scoop and switch. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. And hug the legs in. Bring your head, neck, and shoulders back. Let's take a couple of deep breaths here as you turn that head and neck side to side. Getting that extra stretch on. And a couple extra breaths to heat it back up. Last big breath. We're going to hit double leg stretch and then we'll continue on with some stretching. Curl up into your ball and then extend the arms and legs. Arms overhead, legs straight out, and tuck it back in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, tuck. Inhale, extend. Exhale, tuck. Inhale, extend. Exhale, tuck. 2 more. Inhale, extend. Exhale, tuck. Last one. Inhale, extend. And exhale, tuck. Bring the head, neck, and shoulders down. Step the feet down. 1, 2. And we're doing hip twist, a relaxing move now. We're going up and over to one side, Imprint as you return. Up and over to the other side, and imprint as you return. Try and arch and twist, just so you get a little more length on that twist. And let's let the hips and legs go to one side and take 2 big breaths. Big breath, 1. Big breath, 2. And return and go the other way now. Legs and hips the other way. Big breath, 1. And big breath, 2. And center yourself, returning back to the center. Now butterfly the legs in and out. Just fly them like butterfly wings. As you do this move, try to set the imprint and keep your imprint. Keep your scoop as you fly out and in. And the next core move we're going to do is butterfly bridging. Going to butterfly the legs out, keep them out there, and roll the hips up. Imprint, roll down. Inhale. Imprint, roll up. And on the exhale, roll it forward and down. 2 more rolling bridges going up. Forward and down. And last rolling bridge up. Let's stay up there for the micro movement. Just pulsing, pulsing. Hey Ray, does that butterfly shape feel okay? The legs turned out? Okay, good. All right, stacking, scooping, and pulsing. Just trying to fulfill that imprint as you pulse. Keep going to your breath. And feel how those hips kind of melt open. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one. Roll the hips down and slide the legs straight. Return to full body stretch. We're squirm stretching on the shoulders now. Connect the hands and arms overhead. And just squirm one way and then the other. Now bring the right arm across your body. Hook it with the left and stretch out that right shoulder cuff. You can turn your head and neck with that stretch just so you get a little more length. Then take a big breath and go the other way. Left arm across, hook it with the right, and stretch it. Then we're returning to our cactus arms position. Arms out to 90-90. Go ahead and step the legs up. Feet are flat, and you're setting your imprint. Now with that cactus arm stretch, tuck the chin so the back of the neck's nice and long. And then just rotate the arms up and down without arching out of it. So keep that imprint. Keep that rib cage under control. And you will feel the wherever your limitation is in each shoulder. Try it a little more firmly, bracing the rib cage now. Even more firm, bracing as you open and close. Two more cactus arms. Last one, we're gonna get back into our ab work now. Plant those arms by your sides and step the legs up to tabletop. Now curl up one time, keep the arms pointed forward, low towards your hips, and we've got up kicks next. We're gonna wave the legs forward and up, and forward and tuck. Now this one, you can feel more abs if you curl up, but if you don't wanna curl up for the neck, that's fine, you can keep back on the mat. Either one's good. Forward and up, forward and tuck. And see if you can point those feet. Just get a little more open in the hips. Ah, that looks good. Nice, 2 more. Last one. And tuck into tabletop. Now arms go out to the sides for hip twists. Now, keep the legs glued together as you twist over about halfway as far as you could go, and then up. Inhale, twist over. Exhale, up. Inhale, twist over. Exhale, draw up. Inhale, twist. Exhale, return. 3 more hip twists. 2 more. Last one. And return. Step those feet down. 1, 2. We got our last set of bridging. We're going to try these as single leggers. So bring the left leg up. And start your rolling bridge now on the right leg. Rolling up. And rolling down. Imprint, scoop, roll up. And exhale, roll down. Inhale, scoop, imprint, roll up. Exhale, rolling forward and down. Try to create that extra length with that forward pull on the way down. Extra length through your stack and the back of the neck. Now roll halfway up, stay there and pulse. Pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slick transition. March the left down. March the right up. And continue your rolling bridge on the left. Rolling it down, rolling it up. Trying to create length, rolling forward and down. Forward and down. And extra length as you roll up. Always the back of the neck loves to shorten up here. Keep it long. Next time you roll halfway up, stay there and pulse. You got that co-contraction now. The abs are putting things on lockdown. Locking it down. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And step the right leg down. Roll the hips down. And let them twist out a little side to side. Whew. Big breath as we recover. Hopefully you're all getting heated up now. We're going to pick up the pace through the next few moves. Last one. And return. We got leg lifts next. Now plant the arms by the sides and lift the legs up. Feel that tabletop position. Keep that intact as you bring the legs forward and lift. Whew. Forward and lift. Whew. Inhale forward, exhale lift. Inhale forward, exhale lift. Take a seat, push. Forward and lift. Nice, 3 more leg lifts. Hey, Scoochie, go, go, go on. 2 more. Last one. And next move, jackknife prep. Now, roll it up. Hoo-ah. And control as you roll forward. I've been playing with these in slow-mo. Yeah, try them in slow-mo. Let's just do 4. Try them in slow motion. Exhale, scoop, curl, roll them up. return in slow motion. Nice, Ray. Last one. Roll it up and stay there. Now slide your hands underneath your low back. Try to kick those legs now straight up. And then tuck them back in. You're helping support that low back with your hands. Inhale, kick them up. Exhale, tuck them back in. 2 more. Up, kick to the sky. Tuck it back in. Last one. Inhale, kick up. And exhale, tuck and rock yourself forward. Woo! Hey, nice, y'all. All right, we're up, seated, cross-legged. Oh, get your foam roller back. Foam roller returns. And you're seated on top of that foam. All right, seated, cross-legged. Now, in this position, you got a lot of leverage to work on those hip sockets. So we're going to climb up and flex forward. Let those claws drift down to your mat. Tuck that chin down deep. Wiggle out those shoulders while you're here, but especially go ahead and let the weight of your body help you stretch out those hip sockets. Just rocking it back and forth just a little bit. And last big breath, stack yourself up. Now stack straight up here, 2 breaths to recover. Restore that neutral position in your back. Then step the legs out in front of you now, slightly bent legs, and flex and curl yourself forward. You can grip onto those arches. I call that the magic connection on this forward fold. And use your arms to help you pull forward a little more. Last time, stack up. Take 2 more big breaths. And we'll cross the legs the other way, the unnatural direction. Now take a big breath and flex it in front. Stretching it in front. And take a breath. And let's return to rolling out that back. Now let that foam slip underneath that low back and just return to a couple of low back rolls. You can turn onto your side facing the screen here. And let that foam just kind of settle into that pocket of muscle and fascia there in the low back. You got little trigger points. If you make little micro rolls, you can really trigger your psoas or your lats. There's a lot of muscles that attach into that low back. And let's do that full back roll again. Going straight up that side, straight up the same side, all the way up to the shoulder blade. And roll yourself up. 2 more rolls. Last roll. Great. And let's finish our back rolling on the other side before we change positions. up the side and all the way forward. All the way up the side. And all the way forward. Great, last big breath. Last roll on that side. And we're gonna turn now to all fours with the foam out in front. Whew, all right. Let's get some back extension stretches now. And we'll go into snake stretch now, going forward and back. Hey, y'all, be careful on this one. Make sure you don't hyperextend or overextend your back. So you're flexing forward, rolling forward, getting a little bit of extension, and then roll it back. Keep your scoop so that you don't end up in a hyperextended shape. Keep your scoop. Don't overstretch that scoop. And then just plant your hands on your foam. You're in your all fours position with the foam underneath your hands. Now do some cat stretch. Flexing and extending that back. And again, limit that range of motion so you're not going too far in either direction. Just a little ways. Great, we're going to scrub out the wrists here. Good for the end of the day. Just put that foam underneath your right wrist and just scrub that wrist and forearm. You can feel some trigger points there where you're working the mouse. And you can feel those muscles as they attach up into your elbow. And then just tiny little scrubs on those carpals, that soft tissue there by the wrist. And then stay on the right arm. Single arm snake. I'm going to extend it out. Get that long stretch all the way through that latissimus muscle. Inhale as you extend. Exhale as you flex it back in. Add a little twist with that. So you're extending and twisting. And flexing it back in. One more snake on the right. Extend and twist. And flex it back in. Let's switch it over to the left side now. Start with some scrubs along those carpals. And then rolling up the forearm muscles. Body's going to have to do a little of this, so be sure to keep your scoop as you do this. And then snake on the left. We're going all the way out, twisting along with it, and flexing it back in. All the way out. Flexing it back in. Last one. Extending out. And flexing it back in. Nice, y'all. Hey, let's get a little bit of core stability using the foam for our pedestals. Now bring the foam up to the front of the mat. Clasp those hands together so you've got some stability and your forearms are on the foam. Now lift the legs. And once you get your control there, step those legs back. This is a nice little drill on the foam. Now you're just rocking that foam forward and back. That looks good, y'all. Great. Rocking forward and back. Keep your breath going here. So you got a powerful breath. And 4, 3, 2, 1. And step the legs forward. Lower yourself down. Push that foam out from under you. We're going to need it one more time in the workout, but we don't need it right now. Hey, we're going to go into the kneeling push-ups next. Hey, remember your arm position? They're not flying out, but they're going to turn in towards your sides. Your index fingers are going to line up with the outside edges of your mat. Now you'll step your legs back so you're in an extended all fours position. Bring the hips forward and step the legs back. Now, before you start the push-up, keep your scoop so you don't drop into your low back. All right, once you got it, now flex down towards the mat and press it back up. And keep turning the arms out, effectively turning the elbows in the whole time. Yeah, there you go, Briley. Arms turned out, elbows effectively turned in the whole time. Keeping that back of that neck nice and long. Keeping the scoop. 6 more kneeling. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and lower yourself all the way down. We got swan stretch next. One of my favorites. Take a big breath in as you lift and press the hips high, and then pull as you lower forward and down. Inhale, lift, and exhale, forward and down. Same thing with the arms. They're tucked in, not all the way into your sides, but like 3/4 of the way into your sides. Inhale, lift, hips rise up, exhale, lower. 2 more. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Last one. Inhale, lift and climb high. Take another breath. And lower down. Turn onto your side. We've got telescope next. Whoo! All right, y'all, about 10 minutes left. Let's keep going on this feel-good flow. Big breath as you twist around and open. And big breath as you rewind and close your telescope. That stretch in front goes way in front. Inhale, twist and extend. And exhale, close it back up. Last time, we're going open and we'll stay there for 2 big breaths. Big breath in, 1, and exhale. Big breath in, 2, and exhale, close it back up. Great, y'all. Hey, just 1 core drill on this sideline position. And it's just going to be double leg lifts. Oops, excuse me, 2. Double leg lifts and body smiles. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. And try to make the move so small you feel that you're moving and resisting the movement at the same time. Squeeze the legs together to get that feeling. At all times the legs are squeezing. The top leg doesn't want to lift and the bottom leg doesn't want to lower. See if you can play around with that feeling. 3, 2, we're ready to do body smiles next. You're going to lift the legs, lift your body. Lower the legs, lower your body. Inhale, lift, lift. Exhale, lower, lower. If you want some more effort, you move the top hand a bit higher and you lift that bottom arm as well. Lift, lift. Lower, lower. Lift, lift. Lower, lower. Last one. Lift, lift. And lower, lower. Nice. Let's turn to prone. Hit swimming. flutter kicks just to stabilize that back, and then we'll turn the other way. Bury the forehead into the hands, scoop those abs up, lift those legs up, and flutter kick. We're trying to get that low back just feeling sparked up and stable. Make sure you scoop. That is a real challenge. Looks good. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax the legs. We're going to turn so you're facing away from your screen now. Turn and face away from the screen. And we got telescopes next. Take a big breath. And on the exhale, twist. That's it. Extend it open. And really, you can let those legs drift around with you. You don't necessarily need, yeah, that's it. You don't need that much torque on that twist. Big breath. Exhale around. Extending open. And closing. Last one, twist it open and stay there for 2 big breaths. Big breath in, 1. Big breath in, 2. And close that telescope. We're going to set up in side lying position, still facing away from your screen. And we'll start double leg lifts. Lift and lower. And keep that scoop, keep that mouse hold, and keep squeezing those legs together as you do your lifts and lowers. Top leg is resisting the lift up. Bottom leg is resisting the pull down. And 3, 2, 1. Body smiles are next. Ready? Inhale, lift, lift. Exhale, lower, lower. Inhale, lift, lift. Exhale, lower, lower. Great. 4 more. Lift, lift. Lower, lower. If you want more effort, top arm lifts, bottom arm lifts as well. Lift, lift. Lower, lower. 2. Last one. And lower down. Turn to prone position. We're going to do 1 swan up and shell stretch back. We finally get to shell stretch. Sink those hips back to heels. And reconnect to that breath. Scooping those abs in. If you want to climb up onto your claws just to get some more energy in the stretch, you can. Then we're going to flip the feet under, pike the hips up. And we're doing prancing next. Prance out those legs. Here you want neck long, shoulders down, abs scooped. And then float from your pike, float to your plank. Pike the hips up, drop the heels down, and float to your plank. Let's try 3 more. Pike the plank. Pike the hips up, drop the heels down, and float forward to the plank. 2 more. Pike the hips up, drop the heels down, float forward to the plank. Last one. Pike the hips up, drop the hips down, and float forward to the plank. Now bring the left leg forward. Lower the right knee down to your mat. And come on up to your kneeling hip stretch. Now here, just pulse your body forward and stretch out that right hip. We're going to continue on with that nice psoas stretch. Float the right arm up. Extend your back and stretch. And then cycle the arms down. Press that right leg up and straight. We're in crawling lizard shape. And we're going to switch the legs, get in a plank position in between. Step the right leg back. Move the hands to the left side of the mat. And step the right leg up. There we go. Lower that left knee down. And continue on your left lunging hip stretch. Now bring that left arm up. Extend your back into the stretch. Careful not to overstretch your scoop on this one. That left arm going forward and up and adding that back extension. Big breath, plant the hands down, lift that back leg up. You're in your crawling lizard shape. And step back to the plank. We're coming back into shell, piking and prancing, and then walking up to finish. Last breath, flip the feet under and pike the hips up. Prance those legs out. 5, 4, 3, 2, last, and bend the knees as you walk the feet forward in between the hands. Gather yourself down low and unwind. Unroll yourself up to the top. Woo, and finish with a full body stretch. Hey, great. We are done for tonight. Thanks. Hope y'all feel good. Oh my gosh, we went into overtime tonight. Who else is hungry? It is dinner time.
Thank you so much, Matthew.
All right. Hey, thanks, Burley. Thanks, Ray.
I'll see you in the morning.
Yeah.
I'll see you Wednesday.
Okay, sounds good. Oh, hey, Burley, I'm going to open up another evening class, and we're going to do our bells and our athletics. Yeah, I think the 5:30 Wednesday seems like the logical time, so keep an eye out for that. And I'm going to open up another morning class too, Ray. It'll be the 8 a.m. on Friday.
Okay.
So if y'all can add in those on your schedule, we're going to have them.
Okay, got it.
And that's going to start next week.
Yeah.
Cool.
Have a good night.
Alrighty. Bye, y'all. Bye.